What's up, guys? Welcome back to a new episode. I got my laptop here. We're gonna be reviewing the best and the worst business tips and advice on YouTube. Let's go right into it.
As an entrepreneur, what is your best piece of advice to someone wanting to start a business in 2022?
Creativity. Think Uber. They own no cars. Amazon. They don't manufacture anything.
All right, be creative. Look, guys, we can't all be creative. So I mean, that's like such a cliche advice, but I mean, the chances of one of us really creating the next Uber or the next Amazon, that ain't happening. So I would say for you new entrepreneurs out there trying to make it, do something that is lucrative, do something that is, typically in sales, I would say, and just go out there and start making some money. Because if you're gonna sit there and try to figure out what the next big thing is, chances are, guys, you ain't gonna create jack diddly squat.
I have the best advice.
Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, can you believe that?
All right, let's go.
Women in business, get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work.
You are who you hang out with. So if you hang out with a bunch of lazy bums that just sit around, watch TV all day, chances are you're gonna be a lazy bum as well. And she's right. I see a lot of people don't put in the work. I don't know what happened. Like, for me, I love to go to work. It drives me crazy if I just sat at home and did nothing and had no money in my pocket. Like, guys, like maybe we gotta learn something from the older generation because they put in a lot of work.
Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work. I have the best.
I love it. Damn it, Kim Kardashian. I didn't expect that from you, but that's some great advice. Let's go.
A lot of people are hating on that video.
Really? I mean, I get why people hate on her because, we just see the glamorous side of things. We just see that, oh my God, she had a sex tape, and then all of a sudden she had a TV show. But there are other people who have had sex tapes and not become so successful, guys. She took it, she spun it around, built multiple businesses off of her brand, and people don't give her enough credit. I mean, I don't watch any of her shows, but I don't think it's easy. Even making these YouTube videos is not easy. So imagine her who has a camera on her 24/7, and then now launching all these cosmetic lines and these swimwear. I mean, I can't knock that, man. I'm not a multi-millionaire like her, so I'm not gonna hate this video. Kudos to her. Dave Ramsey.
In New York. She writes, I recently left my career as a management consultant and am considering a couple different options to create my own business. I have $42,000 in credit card debt, but I have $45,000 in cash on hand to pay it off. What should I do? Pay off all my debt and hope to get a business loan later, or use my savings to begin the business opportunities that will generate an ongoing income?
I already know what Dave Ramsey's gonna say. He's gonna go, you should pay off your debt. Let's see what he says.
Of course, we don't want you to take out business debt. Business loans are just like personal loans in the fact that they're debt and they're bad and they're a risk and they're yours and you.
Not all debt is bad, but I don't know who this caller is. If she's brand new to business, I probably wouldn't just sink everything that I have into that business because look, chances are you're likely to fail. I would put away your 6-month reserve, which I think Dave Ramsey would agree with, and then from there, work with what you got and try to bootstrap, build something, and get into business. But let's watch the rest of this.
Yeah. And we don't know what her business is. She was a management consultant before, and if you're going into consulting, you don't need much money.
You need,
You need a computer and some consulting gigs.
It's your services you're charging for there.
That's the thing. So you don't have to have a lot. Now, so I completely agree with Christy. And it would be ridiculous to pay off the credit card.
Damn it, that's probably one of the first Dave Ramsey videos where we're kind of very much in line. So that's a good one. Good tip. I like this. All right, next one.
So I'm at this dinner with a bunch of college seniors, and they're all talking about how they want to get into entrepreneurship, that they're entrepreneurs, they're starting their business. And I was like, hey man, I talked to you 6 months ago, so where are you at with that business? He's like, I'm still getting my LLC set up. What? Dude, that's not starting a business. That's like being able to have a business. There are 4 steps to start a...
I agree 100%. If you spent that much time to start an LLC, you gotta be kidding me. You shouldn't be in the business. An LLC takes literally 5 minutes to start, all on a computer. So if you waited 6 months just to pick a stupid name and all that stuff, like, guys, you're tripping.
a business that anyone can do. Step 1, get an articles of incorporation that you can get online. Step 2, take those articles of incorporation to go to a bank and open a bank account. Step 3, connect payment processor to said bank account to collect money. Step 4, provide value to a stranger in exchange for money. That's it. And they could have done all of those things in the time that they were talking about the business that they wanted to start. So I'm at this dinner.
100%, guys. I've started business before I even had LLCs. Till this day, I have a few businesses that I didn't even create an LLC for. I said, forget it. Let's try to see if we even want to pursue this path. Let's even see if we want to make some money in this direction. And if we are going to make some money, then we make the LLC. Otherwise, guys, I always pre-sell before we worry about all the technicalities. Let's go.
Next, keep an eye on competitors and steal their ideas, especially before they get traction. Because if you stick to the rules I've taught you thus far, especially with speed, you can overtake them anyway. So if you see someone, hey, I did this the other day, man. I did this exact thing the other day. Reach me.
There's a saying that, he calls it stealing. I don't really call it stealing, guys, because look, once it's out there, it's free game. But sometimes it's better to replicate and duplicate than it is to try to come out with your own idea. And so that's exactly what he did. But it is the ones who are going to have the most success is the one who is quickest to execution, the quickest to market. So I definitely agree with that. Let's go to the next video.
If you're starting a business and you take out a loan, you're a moron. There's so many uncertainties involved with starting a business, yet the one certainty that you'll have to have is paying back your loan. 99% of small businesses you can start with next to no capital. It's more about effort. Small businesses don't fail for lack of capital. They fail for lack of brain, lack of effort. If you start a business, you better know your industry and your company better than anyone in the whole wide world. If you're going to compete with me on one of my businesses, you better realize that I'm working 24 hours a day to kick your ass.
If it's your first business, don't borrow money, right? Even if it's your second business, don't borrow money. You don't need that extra pressure, that extra investor coming and bugging you, where's my money? And you shouldn't have to worry about that. I definitely agree. The first couple businesses that I had, I bootstrapped the whole thing. I learned when I made a mistake, it was my money, not the investor's money. Of course, now that I'm more established and we're obviously investing in real estate, I have reached out to investors to fund projects. But at the end of the day, he's absolutely right. I'm responsible for paying them back. And so, of course, now with my track record, my know-how, I have a proven track record of success. I'm not too worried about borrowing money to fund a project. But for your new entrepreneurs, if you guys are going out there borrowing money, then you have no track record, no idea about how to run a business, don't borrow money. I agree with Mark Cuban. Let's go. Next one.
One thing I will say
Another Kim Kardashian? Dang, PJ, you just put them all in. Let's go.
Is you have to work hard. I worked in retail and I worked.
She did have a store in Miami, I think. I don't know if she worked.
I don't watch any of her shows.
Worked there for real, but I think she did in the show. So,
Unboxing everything. There might be an illusion that you can have a whole business online and it could be really easy just to jump into, and that's not the case. People do have to understand that you have to put hard work into it because there's that internet and you can set your own time and your own schedule of when you want to work. That can leave room for laziness. That just is not acceptable. And
that's true. A lot of realtors become realtors because they want to set their own schedule, be the boss of their own schedule, and then what happens is they don't actually work at all. The real agent know that you're putting in 12, 14 hours a day, showing properties, setting up appointments, going through disclosures, writing offers. There's a lot of work that needs to get done.
As a boss of a team of employees, everyone that I work with has the same understanding that we get up and we all prioritize. One thing I will...
Cool. All right, another good one from Kim Kardashian. Makes me want to watch her shows. She's pretty smart. Nah, I'm not going to watch her shows. All right.
People say, do what you're passionate about, follow your passion. No, I would say do what you're good at, do what you're competent at, but don't necessarily, do you think Aliko Dantoe is Nigeria's richest man? He made his money in concrete. He gives a fuck about concrete. No, he's a billionaire. So, no, don't follow your passions. That's what I would say. Do it.
I agree. Because not all passions pay, right? Even a lot of these big artists who love to paint and all that stuff, they don't usually make most of their money until they die. So I would say do what you're good at, make a lot of money, right? Build your financial foundation, and then you can pursue your passion and not have to worry about where's my next meal, where's my next rent check. So I agree with that, you know, unless your passion like is real estate and you love to build and all that stuff, then yeah, that's cool. Go do that because you can make a lot of money doing that. But if your passion is like some other crap that nobody gives a damn about, then no. So let's focus on making money first and then find your passion later. Mr. Buffett.
The best advice to a small business owner, or for that matter, to a large business owner, is never stop thinking about how to delight your customer. Not to satisfy your customer, but to delight your customer. And when you wake up in the morning, start thinking about it. During the day, think about it. At night, think about it, and then dream about it. And no company's ever failed, but that had millions of delighted customers. And you start with them, and you get them one at a time. There's no substitute for hard work.
I gotta agree. If the client experience is exceptional, they will come back to you every single time, even when your competitors are charging less. Because a lot of times we buy not because of the superior quality of the product, but what the product stands for, how does it make us feel, how is our experience with it. So agree 100%. That's what Michael Bloomberg says.
The best time you're ever gonna have is when it starts out just you, and it'd be great if it grows into a wonderful, big, profitable company. But you're never going to be happier and more satisfied than you are in the first year or so of getting your business going, because you do every single thing. You sweep up when everybody goes home. You're the first one in. You plug in the coffee pot so when your people come in, they have hot coffee and can get straight to work. Work through lunch, set an example for them. But there's no substitute for hard work. People say luck, yes, but the harder you work, the luckier you get.
The harder you work, the luckier you get. I hate when people say, oh, you're so lucky, but if they don't put in any work. So look, how do you expect to get lucky if you don't actually put yourself out there, put in the time, put in the effort, be in a place where opportunity can come to you, right? Most people are at home watching TV. What opportunities, what luck do you think is gonna come to you if you just stay home all the time? So, and I agree with him. Some of my best memories are of the early days when I was bootstrapping all these companies, you know, in the grind, making the calls, picking up the mail, sending up the mails, going to the inspections. I mean, you name it, I went to all of them. And so, yeah, I would say that those were my funnest moments in business.
Sacrifice that people don't think about. You know, most people think, oh, I'm going to start a company, 2 months later it's going to be worth $1 billion, and I'm going to make a fortune. That is actually not what happens to 99% of people. 8 out of 10 fail. They have to do it 3 times. They spend a decade before they get their hit, or they work at one company for 15 years and they finally get an exit. It's more like that, and the personal sacrifice is huge. Yeah. There is no soccer game on Saturday. There's no Sunday dinner with the family. You're working.
For the first 7 years when I was building my real estate career, I don't know how many birthdays I've missed because I had to do Saturday, Sunday open houses. I missed out on a lot of friends' birthday parties. I missed out on a lot of family vacations. I just worked. I put my head down and when I worked. And do I regret it? Absolutely not. And then now, because of this, I can take whatever day I want off now. But he's right. You know, everybody thinks of this like overnight success. My overnight success was 10 years in the making, 10 years of grind. And a lot of my friends, a lot of my rich, wealthy friends are very much the same. Let's see what else he has to say.
Because some guy in China or in India or some woman out there is kicking your ass. Because we're in a global competition now. And so I don't care what your business is, men, women, you have to understand that you're going into a huge lifestyle change. And I tell people it's not for everybody.
100%, guys. You have to want this. And I agree. Not everybody should be an entrepreneur. Some people are better off going out there working for somebody. I made this mistake early on in my life, trying to help people, telling them how great it was because I saw how much of an impact it has made on my life. But not everybody is cut from the same cloth. Some people are better off working for somebody, working that 9 to 5, having their weekends, having their holidays off. My advice to those people, be smart with your money, budget, save, and start investing because you never know when your next paycheck's gonna come in because as you see, all these layoffs are happening. So while you're making money now, take some, put it aside, buy some rental properties, buy something, buy some S&P 500, diversify a little bit more so that you're not just reliant on your job. Let's go to the next video. All right, that's it for the videos. I thought that was amazing. I hope to do more of these for you guys to kind of get my thoughts. And overall, I was expecting a lot more bad advice, but these are pretty sound advice. So if you guys have any questions or comments, shoot them down below. Hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see me do more of these videos, hit that thumbs up. Thanks so much, guys. Peace.